Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, at least a couple of weeks. Well, there I am, walking around. I've had a look and spotted a fish in this peg, known as the Beaches peg, on Gaunt's Lake, back on the Guy's Syndicate. As I say, spotted one, just out there towards the island a little. I'll turn the camera on and give you a look at the peg. As I say, spotted one just out here. That looked like quite a good fish too. Other than that, not seen anything else, but it's been a very cold night. Just half a degree above freezing as I've arrived. The mist has just lifted off the water. Just gone 7 AM and it looks lovely. Looks a lovely day. So I think this is as good as any. It's very busy. I think there's two pegs available on the other side, and not seeing any fish around them. One of them I don't fancy at all. As I say, the other I've not seen any fish showing. It's down the opposite end, and there's only a couple of pegs this side as well, one of which I've seen fish showing, this one. So I'm here for 4 nights over the Easter bank holiday. I'll be joined by the missus tomorrow morning, and no doubt I'll be looked after. So yeah, I've had a good fish out of this peg in the past. I had a 36 common out of here a few seasons back. So it does do big fish, and on that occasion I never saw a single show. So it's not everything, and as I say, good peg anyway. So I think this is the one. We'll give it a go here. We ain't got a lot of choice anyway, and I think out of what's left, this is probably one of the better choices. Right, let's get the rest of the gear. Let's get set up. Well, that's the house set up, and while I'm doing that, I've got a couple of fish show. One right out here, just off the island there, and one just out here in front. I'm hoping this continues. Please. I hope that's a good sign. Okay, that's everything set up. Baited up. As you saw, we've put a few spawns out on the middle rod there. Left hand I've chosen just to put a spread of boilies out with a throwing stick, fishing a snowman over the top. And the right hand, where I saw one of them shows, I've just cast a bag at it. It's turned into a beautiful day now. It's so bright you can actually see the bar. I don't know whether you guys can make that out. You can see it just coming off the island there. Just behind that ripple. You see a discolouring, that's the top of the bar. Well, I'm sort of this side of it, and just as it goes a bit deeper, as it tails off. Hopefully it'll produce something. Like I say, I've had a fish off there before, so, and this time of year. I guess time will tell. Well, that's the first afternoon gone by in a flash. Already tea time. And this time, gammon steaks, pasta, and we're going to chuck in a couple of fried eggs. Sound good to you? Eh? Now jaws, haven't you? Yes. Hungry horse. Just need these carp to get hungry now. Come on. Just the one, come on. Bit for a king. There, pretending you don't want it. What a lovely night. It's good to be back on the Syndicate again. Really nice to be back down here amongst it. Come on, fish. Get boshing. Oh, I see. Full belly. Back to bed, is it? Time to chill for a few hours. Nice coffee. Hopefully watch the fish bosh. Even better, watch him bob his eyes. Oh, good morning. It's 7:15. And I thought I was away then. Couple of bleeps on the middle rod out towards the island there. Got up and the bobbin's at the top, so obviously I've come out and hit it. Nothing there. Brought it back in, hook hole blunt, and two tofties sitting on top of the spot. You beggar. So as I get the kettle on and steam a new rig, we go again. Wow, conditions look absolutely perfect this morning. Can't believe they're not biting. Still fishing slow. Well, they might not be hungry, but I am. Oh, triple decker. Nice. As you can see, now been joined by the other half. And the mad at us. Time to get these baits back out. Re-topped up, ready for the evening. Thank you. Conditions are looking great now. Just coming up to early evening. Hoping that these fish are getting geared for the feed. If last night's anything to go by, should start seeing the odd show in the next hour or so. Come on, the carp. Well, sometimes you've got to admit when you're beaten, and they say effort equals rewards. So heads up that there's fish showing like the clappers in front of a peg called Carp on Unity. We've claimed the peg, and we're going to move. It's going to be a bit of a meh moving all this, but hopefully we can move on to some fish and some action, because this lake has died a death, and it's quite obvious because it's gone from being absolutely chocker to hardly an angler on it. I think there's 3 or 4 anglers on it, and it's a Saturday afternoon. Totally unheard of. So yeah, cut your losses, let's have a move. Well, here we are. New peg, new hopes. Right, let's get to it and get it set up. Whew, that was a bit sweaty. Well, it's taken me a lot longer than I expected to find the spots and set up, but we finally got the rods out, and we've got a good bit of bait over each rod. I'm fishing 2 on one spot and another one just off to the left of it, and for now I've gone with the yellow approach, maggots and a half PB pop-up, and on the other 2 chosen to go with a double fake corn, and a bug wafter tipped with a yellow half-tone wafter. Let's see what happens. See if we can bag one on this lake. Well, good morning, guys. Same old story, I'm afraid. Not a bleep. But I've got a friend on the lake at the minute, and it doesn't seem like he's had anything either. So, sort of hoping that's the case. Maybe tells me they're not feeding yet. Apparently on this lake they can appear on you at any moment. So one minute you're getting nothing, next minute you're getting a hit. I think it's more of a bait and weight water, this, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to keep my eyes open today, see if I can find anything, because I didn't have a lot of time to do stuff yesterday. If I have to, I'll have a lead around again this morning. In the meantime, get the kettle on. Well, that's breakfast done. courtesy of the missus. Fair play to that. And we're now sat chilling, just seen a lovely show just right of my spot. It's the first show I've seen since coming to the peg. Come on, rip off. So it's to be a lovely day again. Not too nice I hope, but just hoping they don't come up on the top. But I'm told that they do like the nice weather here, so strangely enough. Fingers crossed they do, come on. Well, it's all come good, and after some great netting skills from Kim, we've got my first Unity fish in the net, and to say I'm buzzing is an absolute understatement. Oh, we had a bit of a problem with weed around the lead knot. Couldn't get it through the eyes, so I've had to walk it back. Hell of a fight off that fish, and she's now getting the mat and everything ready. So I'm gonna get some more bait out, spawn this, and then we'll sort the fish, and we'll give you a look at it. Well, it's all come good. Oh, I'm absolutely ecstatic. just coming up to 3:30 and we were actually thinking of calling it a day, thinking it just wasn't meant to be. And the middle rod with that bug bait, bug wafter, tipped with a little slice of a half-tone yellow wafter on the top of it, just to mimic that, all that corn that we're putting in. And I've been rewarded with my first Unity carp. We've measured it, weighed it, and she's gone 29.7. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Oh, that fish means so much to me. Oh, yeah. Just when I thought I was doing everything wrong, I can't say how much it means. Really can't. And she's a beaut. Absolutely beautiful fish. Lovely dark, scaly. And what a fight. Cracking fight. Right, I'll give you a look at the other side. Thank you, darling. I don't know which is the more beautiful side, to be honest. Okay. Stunning fish. Almost linear. Look at that, check that out. What a fish. Yes. If it does equal rewards. Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. Well, I'll take a few photos, give it a little bit of carp care on a couple of the scales here and there, and we'll get it back. Thank you very much, darling. You made me a very happy man. Okay, that's everything back out again. Back on the money. Oh, buzzing. Don't care what happens now. I've had the one. Oh, that's all I ever asked for. Just that one. And the last few sessions have been so grueling. I thought it was going to be another blank. Absolutely buzzing. I can still catch fish. Thank goodness. Well, I'm buzzing, yes, but we'll take another. Go on, go. Well, I don't know if you're interested at all, but I thought, seeing as we've had that fish, we'll give you a little insight into what rig I'm using to catch it. Been trying around lately and trying different things, and I've had people giving me little tips and tricks here and there, and so I've been putting a few things together and come up with basically this rig, and it's worked for me. So basically, as I said, the bait that I've took that fish on has been on a whittled down bug wafter with just a slice of a bug half-tone yellow on the top, just to sort of mimic that corn that we're putting out there. And to that I'm using a nice inturned hook and a D-rig made up of the corded braid, going to Ronnie style setup with a nice tungsten weight on the back. So even without that sharp, even without that bait on there, the hook will turn viciously into the lip, and that testament to it is that fish there was absolutely nailed in the bottom lip. It'll turn every time, with or without that bait on. Gone for a fairly stiffish boom. These ones, I like these ones. These are from the ones from Gemini, and this is a nice 7-inch boom. Going to Deception. anti-tangle sleeves, and in this case I'm using the ejector clips so that that lead comes off. Pin's just come out of there. There's a pin in there that holds that. I need to redo that. It needs resetting. But that lead just come off nice and easily, and you lose the lead, leaving you up to that fish and hopefully weed free. Just put that, pop that back on, put that home. You could push that all the way up the tail rubber, and it was, because there's a notch in there, it still wouldn't be hammering it down, but I like to have it off, so it comes off somewhere around there, so that comes off nice and easily, not on the take, not straight away on the take. I want that lead setting that hook, but then as it hits that weed, it's going to pull off every time. To that I'm fishing braided leader, only short, nothing too long, because I'm actually fishing a braided shock leader on the reel line as well. So there you have it. This time I've got a 3-ounce lead. I go with 4-ounce, but I'm fishing on a bit of softer ground there, so yeah, I've gone with a 3-ounce, and that's the rig that did the damage. So we'll, as that base and everything, that setup has worked, I'm going to put all 3 on that tonight. Well, that fish there has come over a bit of a mixture I've concocted as well, put together. So if it helps anyone out there, I'll just I'll give you an idea of what it is I've put it out over. Okay, as you know, everything I use is DNA based, so into my mix I carry one of the buckets with the 4 containers. This is really helpful, keeps everything nicely compact, and I've got a various menagerie of stuff in there, some of it being one of the staple parts of the mix is crushed boilie, and little 12 millers in there as well. In this case, bug. It's one of the baits I use the most. Total faith in the bug, cracking bait. To that I add a bit of bug pellet, all thrown in, and then I'll add a bit of the Calanus and the hydro spod syrup, again bug. To that, a good couple of handfuls of hemp that I've made a day before coming, let it soak, so you end up with a nice sloppy, shitty looking mix. My missus says it stinks, but I think it's cracking. Is it? You can smell that hydro wheat going on in there. And to that, I always add a bit of rock salt. I've always used rock salt in my mixes, but more so here. Friends have helped me out, and a certain person who does well on here has been using the rock salt, so I like to add it myself. And when, of course, the main ingredient that's going out there, that flash of colour, the old sweet corn. I'll put about a tin of sweet corn in for every top up that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm using about three of those tins a day, something like that. But there you go, and that's ready to go out. We'll give it a little while, and we'll put that out for the final night. Let's hope we can bag another one. Well, that's it, rain set in, conditions are changing a little, hopefully for the better. Just got all the baits out, reset the rods, changed them to 3 on the spot. Hopefully something will come of it. Well, final night. Feeling good after that fish. So, Mrs. has been out. Fair play to it. Treated us to a nice meal. And a beer for me. Get in. Oh well, been a great weekend really. Hard going up to that fish. But all come good in the end. Only takes that one fish, that's all. Just that one to make it worthwhile. Very enjoyable. Faircast ain't good for us though for the morning. Looking like a really wet back down. Still, is what it is. Let's hope we can nick one more now before we do the off in the morning. Well, we're now into the evening, well into the evening. Everything set up. Drains closed in. And we're just hoping for that one through the night. Been a lot of activity this evening. Seen quite a few fish showing out there. Hopefully we'll get a few move over the spot in the night. If we do, you'll be the first to know. Good morning. And as promised, it's a dismal and damp one. Nothing more in the night. Very quiet. I heard a couple of shows somewhere out there. But unfortunately, nothing more to the net. But we're still in bite time. Always that chance of nicking one before we do the dreaded off. So, get the obligatory cuppa on a go. And it's that time to pack down again. Well, we're just in the middle of packing off. And a lovely fish has just come up right behind the spot out there. So, you never know. Always that chance. Might just nick that one before we get off. Would be nice. One more will do, as they say. But if it doesn't happen, more than happy that one we took yesterday. That's absolutely made the weekend for me. Been hard going over the last few weeks. Just missing out on the captures. And everywhere seems to be fishing really weird this spring. So yeah, more than happy with that one. Hopefully back on track and feeling good that I can still catch them. So if we don't get another one, we'll see you in the next vlog. Been a bit of a long-winded one, but I hope you've enjoyed the capture and the weekend as much as we did. Been a cracking weekend weather-wise. Yeah. Weatherman's got it wrong. It's supposed to be lashing down this morning. It's a bit damp, but looks good for a bite. Fingers crossed. If not, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.